Hola! So, welcome to our first practice of conversation. The first one that I want us to focus on is a situation that you might find yourself if you are traveling and you go to a hotel. So, a good thing to know in Spanish is that hotel is almost the exact same word. It's hotel, it's written the same. We just don't pronounce the H because remember, the H is silent in Spanish. Some words that might be helpful to know, but you do not need to memorize, is gerente. Gerente means manager. So the first person in our conversation on the left-hand side is the gerente del hotel, the hotel manager. And then the second person talking is going to be me, Maya. And then the third person again is gerente del hotel. Okay, so I want you to look out for some things that we've already learned so far in the course, some things that might be new, and also see, oh, did we just learn how to conjugate this verb in our 20 most important verbs list? And let's figure that out together. So first I'm going to say it in Spanish slowly, then in Spanish fast, and then we're going to figure out what it's saying in English. Gerente del hotel. Hola, señor o señora. ¿Cómo se llama? Hola, soy Maya y tengo una reservación por 4 días. Gerente del hotel. Perfecto. Aquí está su llave. Okay, that might have actually been a little faster than I expected. So for this next one, I'll go a bit slower. Gerente del hotel. Hola, señor o señora. ¿Cómo se llama? Hola, soy Maya y tengo una reservación por 4 días. Gerente del hotel. Perfecto. Aquí está su llave. Okay, was that one a little slower and easier to understand? Great. So in English, what we're saying is hello. We already know that. We have hola down. But they're saying hello, sir or madam. Sir is señor. Remember, it has that N with the squiggly line, so it makes that nia sound. Señor. And then madam or miss, señora. Okay? If you are younger, a younger woman, you might also be called señorita. Okay? What is your name? We already learned this, and they're using the formal tense because they are talking to a client. ¿Cómo se llama? Okay? Now we have the next line, which is Hola, soy Maya. Remember, we're using ser in the first person present. I am Maya. And I have a reservation for 4 days. Y tengo. Ooh, we just learned this verb. It comes from the verb tener, to have. And to say I have, I say tengo. You might think, Maya, why didn't you put y yo tengo? Well, it's already conjugated for the I, yo pronoun. So I don't actually have to put y yo tengo because the person who's listening to me knows that I'm talking about myself. That can be a little confusing at first. If you want to use the pronoun, that is great, totally fine, it's not wrong. But just know that many times people will cut out the pronoun because you already know who's talking because you have it conjugated for that exact person who's speaking. So we just learned the verb tengo. Y tengo una reservación. Great word to know. Reservación. It's hard because it's long and there's a lot of letters, but reservación. Practice this because it means reservation. And they're saying por 4 días, for 4 days, okay? And then the hotel manager says, perfecto. Great word to know in Spanish, okay? It's one of those filler words. Perfect. And here is your key. Aquí está su llave, okay? We're using estar again, está for is, and you don't need to know the rest of the words right now, but if you are going and traveling, llave means key. Okay, fantastic job listening. Let's go on to the next one. Hello, welcome back. So today we are going to learn how to make a complaint. And this might be kind of a funny thing to think about, But oftentimes we need help with a situation or we need to make a complaint about a situation in Spanish to get help. This is definitely the case if you are staying at a hotel or an Airbnb and traveling. Perhaps you need to ask the Airbnb host or the hotel manager for something. So this is a situation between Natalia, who we have met already, and the gerente del hotel, which is the hotel manager. So let's figure out what they're saying and which adjective they're really using that we've already learned in our course. Natalia. Hola. Gerente del hotel. Hola. ¿Qué pasa? Natalia. Nuestro hotel está sucio. Gerente del hotel. Sucio. Vale, nos arreglamos esto. Natalia. Gracias. Okay, let's look at what they're saying. Conversation about her hotel room, okay? And the gerente del hotel says, Hola, ¿qué pasa? Hey, what's up? Remember, we have many different words to say what's up. We could say ¿qué tal? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué más? If you're in Colombia. And Natalia says, our hotel is dirty. So she uses a word that we haven't learned yet, but it's nuestro. And nuestro means our, okay? We have learned nosotros is us, but our is nuestro, a little different. And she uses an adjective that we have learned beforehand in our course, which is sucio, dirty, okay? The gerente del hotel then says, sucio. Vale, nos arreglamos esto. Okay, we'll take care of it. And he uses a verb, or she uses a verb, arreglar. Arreglar basically means to arrange something, okay? So we'll arrange that. We'll take care of that. And then Natalia says, gracias. So see, making a complaint in Spanish is not that hard. You're doing a great job. Let's go forward. Hola, bienvenidos a Español con Maya. Hello, welcome back to Spanish with Maya. Today we are going to focus on a new topic, which is how to make things that are singular become plural. Okay, so how to make things more than one, basically. We have touched a bit on this on previous topics in the course, but today I want to really dive deep into it so that you feel 100% confident in knowing how to do this. So the general rule is to just add an S at the end of the word, which is great because we don't have to learn too much with that. It's the same in English. For example, we have a book in English, and to make it more than one book, we say books, add an S. It's the same in Spanish. Libro becomes libros. Okay, we have the word for plate, plato. If I want to say plates, I just add an S, platos. Okay, let's do another one. We have the word for boy, niño. If I want to say boys, I just add an S, niños. Okay, let's keep going.